So simple prepositions are like in, at, on, by, after, before. These are all simple prepositions. Just one word is there, right? In this way. You are, where do you live? You live in a particular place. That means you're talking about that area. When you say, I live at so-and-so place, you're that specific point in a particular area. So we can use in also to talk about a place, and we can use at also. But the meaning, what is it that you wish to convey? But we can never say, I live at India. We can not say that. It is always in India because we're talking about a big area. Anything that can be shown with a dot on the map, for that you can put at, but not the other things, not the other places. Now there are double prepositions: into, onto, throughout, within. Are you familiar with these prepositions also? When do we use into? This is a beaker of water. There is some water and you want to put more into this. So when you talk about the movement, right? So throw some water. I'm going to pour more water into this beaker. So when you talk about the movement, maybe suppose this is the dustbin. You throw something into the dustbin. Now that means you're going towards depth. So don't do this work. You will get into trouble. You will get into problem, right? We use into. You'll get into trouble. We don't, you'll get in trouble. No, you'll get into trouble. Into trouble. See how you can connect the two things. Then don't we also say, please look into this matter? So when somebody says, please look into this matter, what does that mean? That means you are going to ask the other person to look into the details of something, into the details, right? Into the matter. So going a little deeper into something. So we use into when we're talking about that kind of movement. Is this clear? What about onto? So the double prepositions, there are two prepositions mixed over here: in plus to, on plus to. So earlier the movement was towards depth. Now the movement is from one surface to another. Okay. For example, in the absence of the teacher, the children jumped onto the desk and started dancing. Onto, right? I would like to call person ABC onto the stage, onto the dance floor. So it's a flat surface. You're not going deeper into something. So we use onto. Let's move on to the next topic. It's always onto. The next topic. We turned onto the highway. Absolutely right. So again, you're moving from one flat surface to another. So you turned onto the highway, right? That's why it's correct. See, now when we look at this two, I hope you are aware of this, that to can be used as a preposition and also as a part of, it can be used as a preposition and also as a part of the infinitive. To. And what is the difference then we have in the uses of the word? If I say that I object. Now I don't object something. I object to something. So here to is the preposition. So I object to going there. So we put a gerund after it, the ing form of the verb. But when I say I want something. So I can say I want to go there. Do you notice the difference? So second time, in the second sentence, it is the infinitive: to go, to do, to write, to sleep, to drink, to eat, all that. In the first one, you object to something, like you look forward to something. So I look forward to meeting you, not to meet you. That's a common mistake. Are you getting it? So to can be used as a preposition as well as part of the infinitive. And usually there is a confusion at times in using the verb form after it. So if you get the sense of like you want something, then you put You want to go, to do, but like I look forward to something. I object to something. So that something, sense of something comes after to. Then it is a preposition. Because what is a preposition? Preposition. It's positioned before a noun or a pronoun. Preposition. So preposition. So going ing form of the verb, which is used as, which is a gerund, is also used as noun only. That's why we put it. Now, let's look at the next combination, throughout. So throughout, how do you use the word throughout? Yes, Parth?
Something is everywhere, like the building is blue color throughout, the throughout blue color, painted throughout in blue color.
Okay. Any other usage? Ritika and Gungun, any other usage?
Like, for example, he traveled throughout the country.
Right. He traveled throughout the country, everywhere. And what about within?
Within is in between.
So how do you use the word within in a sentence?
Completed within 2 hours.
Complete it within 2 hours. Correct. Complete it within 2 hours. Sometimes we have a debate within ourselves also, right? Should I do it? Should I not do it? Shall I go there? Shall I not? So that's a debate within us. So these are double prepositions. So what you have to understand slowly is, where is it that you're going wrong? Do you at times get confused with the simple prepositions, double prepositions? Or now let's move on to compound prepositions. Compound. Compound, it's a compound because you've got a preposition plus a noun or an adverb or a conjunction. So there's a combination with other words. There's a combination of preposition with other words. Look at this now. Out of, according to, as of, because of, opposite to, in front of, in spite of, on top of. So the preposition is used in combination with all such words. That's why it's a compound preposition. Can you use any of them in a sentence, please?
I took the job out of necessity because I had no money left.
All right.
According to me, it is wrong.
Correct. Okay. Now, participle prepositions. Participles like the verb forms have their participles, ing form, present participles, writing, doing, going, learning. So we also have participle prepositions. Interesting. Ing forms, assuming, regarding, barring, considering, concerning, excluding. Can you use any of them in a sentence, please?
We all are going to the party excluding the junior batch.
Okay, we all are going to the party, comma, excluding the junior batch. This is correct.
We are assuming that there will be no class today.
So when you say we are assuming, you are using the word assume as a verb because it becomes a continuous tense. We are assuming that. So we are assuming. No, give me some other. Assuming it to be the best show, many bought the tickets for it. Barring means leaving out something. You can go to all the places barring this. That means except for this. Barring this, by barring that, you can do the other things. Barring this, that means leaving out this, you can do the other things. Clear? Now this is a simple exercise. Come on, go through all the sentences. Think of your answers. I'm giving you 2 minutes and then I'm going to ask you.
Henrietta met her boyfriend in the bus from Washington to Miami.
Are you in the bus or on the bus?
It's here in the bus.
The bus is moving, the train is moving, the plane is moving. You're on a plane. You're on a train. You're on a bus.
On the bus. Okay.
Yes. So Henrietta met her boyfriend on the bus. It was on the move, right?
Okay.
So on the bus from Washington to Miami. Mhm.
I have never seen such a gigantic nose in my whole life.
Correct.
Ma'am, Cheetah Rodriguez comes from Cuba.
Comes from Cuba. All right. Belong to a place, comes from Cuba.
Hank made many mistakes in the past.
Right.
Addition to Joseph, one Mina and Aditya are also going.
No. Can someone
Besides,
correct this? We don't say addition
Besides,
to.
besides maybe.
See, in addition is wrong because you require to over here. Addition to is wrong because you require in over here. Correct, Parth?
Yes, ma'am. So
Ah,
besides,
besides. You understand the difference between beside and beside? Beside means next to, besides means other than. So besides is the answer. Go ahead.
ma'am, without money, life is very difficult.
Without money. So that's why everybody's moving to Canada. Without movie, life is difficult. Without a lot of money for your generation, life is difficult. Huh?
We'll go dancing at midnight.
Correct. We don't say in midnight. We don't say on midnight. We don't say from midnight at midnight. Correct. Good.
Anisha usually goes to India on the summer.
No. Before the names of seasons, we don't use on. So
In
what
the
should
summer.
it be?
Ma'am, B,
Be in the summer. Correct. Anisha usually goes to India in the summer.
like the whole family goes out to breakfast in Sunday mornings.
Hmm?
On
On
Sunday mornings.
Sunday one.
For days. It's never in Monday, in
Yeah.
Tuesday. On Monday, on Tuesday, right? So it has to be on Sunday mornings.
I think Michelle's father was arrested in the fall.
In the fall. Fall is the autumn season, huh? In the fall. And these were simple prepositions. Okay, now which are the prepositions of time? Now related to time. This class will be over at 5. Okay. I stayed at the hotel during the meeting. Good.
I always wake up at 8 a.m.
All right, correct.
and
School gave you all such good habits, huh? Getting up at 5 a.m. Holidays gave you all wrong habits.
the new year is on 31st Eve.
On the 31st, fine. She left the house an hour ago. Okay, I'm going to bed for 2 hours. Good, correct. Now, prepositions of place. Similarly, now give me 2 sentences using prepositions of place. The weather is beautiful. The weather in winter is beautiful. The weather is beautiful in winter. Part, that should be the structure, huh? The weather is beautiful in winter. She moved in front of my building. Correct. Now, in front of my building. She moved in front of my building. Okay. So we've got a road. This is a road. And this is a house on this road. The house is on this road. So you got another house on this road. Let's name them also. This is house A. And this is house B. So Gungun, is house B in front of house A, or is that sentence correct? We were moving towards north. So Ritika, this is a sentence where you're talking about the direction. Huh? Place, like, of course, directions are also included at times. Sentence is correct. Nothing wrong with it. The house of A is in front of the house of B. Is this sentence correct? The house of A is in front of the house of B. Sometimes we also have this kind of sentences. Don't sit in front of me. Or don't stand in front of me. See, logically, it's not, one sentence is not making sense. Okay, they opened a pharmacy near a hospital. Correct, Ritika. I reside on the second floor. Very good, correct.
Do you live in China?
Correct.
Yes.
No, I mean, logically incorrect, but grammatically correct. Okay. So when I say don't, suppose I have to tell somebody, don't stand in front of me. Probably that person, I'm standing here, that person just comes in front of me and stands there. So I say, don't move aside, don't stand in front of me. Now here, if somebody parks a car, maybe one car is parked here, another is parked here. So this person comes out, person A, and he says, "Oi, don't park your car in front of my house."
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So we can say this, don't park your car in front of my house. But then can we say so? In front of we have used for these cars parked over here. Can we also say the house of A is in front of the house of B? No. The house of A is opposite to the house of B. That shop is opposite to my house, on the other side, across the road,
Across the.
on the other side of the road. So we say opposite to for that place.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? All right, good enough. The other sentences are all correct. Preposition
I
that,
will sit next to you.
what did you say?
I will sit next to you.
Correct.
Next to.
But we should not say, I will sit near to you, or that
Yeah.
place is near to my house. No, near my house. Huh? That's the way it should be, right? Let's move on to the next one. Prepositions of direction. So here, towards, onto, into, these prepositions come. Do you know what's the difference between toward and towards? Any idea? Toward or towards? Is there any difference between the two? So if I say, don't come toward me, or I say, don't come towards me, both mean the same. Both mean the same. So they are unlike those beside and besides. Some beside and besides both mean different. But here toward and towards both mean the same and both can be used. Okay? Both can be used. Do you see how these can be used? One of you can read it. Yes, Gungun, read it loudly.
Assuming that it was his lost pet dog, he ran across the road towards it. But the moment he went closer, the dog started barking at him. In spite of all his efforts, the dog didn't behave in a friendly way.
So the dogs bark at us, not on us. Are you aware of this? At, they bark at us. You throw stones at somebody or at something, right? You smile at someone. Now you are looking on the screen, in the screen, or at the screen? At the screen, in that direction. You're looking in that direction. So you're looking at the screen. Your eyes are on the screen. So you can see the teacher in the screen. Yes. That means within that frame, you can see the teacher.
Yes.